Okay, hi students. I'm going to show you how to make a balloon animal collage for the visiting artist, Melissa Sweet. So first you're going to pick out a color of paper of whatever kind of animal you want to do. I'm going to do an elephant. And your first step is going to be to draw the body, because you're thinking about kind of like putting together balloon parts to make your animal. And so your body could be an oval or a circle or like a half circle if maybe you were doing a turtle. So since I'm doing an elephant, I'm going to do an oval. And I'm going to kind of try to draw so that I can use all parts of my paper. I'm going to draw on the white side, so that way in case I need to erase, I'm not erasing on the side that's going to be the final. I'm going to use a Sharpie. You get to use a pencil, so if you need to erase, you can. So I'm going to start with this body, and I want to draw it pretty big so it shows up in the Cranky Box Theater. So I'm going to draw a pretty big oval. And I'm kind of trying to leave some space to draw my head and my legs. So there's my oval. And then I'm going to cut it out. And we're going to pause while I cut out. So I cut out the oval, and that's going to be my body. And I can lay it down on my piece of paper. I'm going to glue it down. And this is my cat Rocky, by the way. I'm doing this at home. Then my second step is going to be to draw the shape for the head. And it could be something as simple as a circle. If you were going to do a turtle, and maybe be kind of like a little arch and then a round part in his neck. A horse this would be a circle, two lines, and another circle and a neck. I'm just going to do a circle for my head. So I'm going to draw again with Sharpie so you can see. And I can kind of look at what this guy, what his body would look like. And I'm going to draw a pretty big head. And then I'm going to cut it out. And we're going to pause while I cut out. So now you can see I cut out my circle. So that's going to be the head for my elephant. I'm going to lay it down here. And my third step is going to be to cut out the legs. And the legs can be as simple as some rectangles. You could maybe make them ovals. You decide. Remember, you want this to kind of look like a balloon animal, so simple shapes are okay, and you're not doing realistic drawing. So I have some space left on here, and I think what I'm going to do is just kind of do some rectangles for my elephant legs. So I'm going to need 4 of them. And they don't need to be perfect, and I can always change them a little bit when I cut them out. Okay, so there I have 4 legs that I drew that I'm going to put on my elephant. And we're going to pause again while I cut them out. So now I cut out the legs, and I'm going to kind of lay them on there to see what they look like on my elephant. And now is the kind of fun part. The last step is to add details. So for an elephant, I'm going to want to cut out an ear, which is just kind of like a circle shape with a line on it, a trunk, maybe a tail like a triangle, eyes, nose, that would be kind of a nose for a cat, mouth, and tongue. And remember, a lot of times the balloons will be on at profile. So that means you're seeing the side of the face. So you kind of need to think about that when you're doing it. You could also do it from the front. Okay, so what I'm going to do for my details with my leftover paper, I'm going to draw some ears. And I'm just going to make kind of a big shape like this for my ear. And I'm going to do kind of a trunk shape, like that. It's just kind of like a U. And I think, and a little tail shape, a triangle. So can you see those on a triangle for the tail, this kind of shape for an ear, and a trunk shape. because it's kind of like putting together an actual balloon parade puppet. So I want all the pieces to go together. So we're gonna pause while I cut those out, and then we'll get to see it put all together. Okay, so I cut out my 2 ear shapes. So I'm gonna kind of lay those on, decide which way I think they should go on my elephant, and they can kind of overlap. That makes it look kind of cool. And then I'm going to lay out my trunk shape. And then you can kind of move it around, decide where it looks best. It can kind of overlap on there. And here is the tail. So once you did all 4 steps, so first you cut out the body, second you cut out the head, third you did the legs, and fourth you did the details. And here's some details I did kind of while the video was off. There's an eye I cut out. And here's a little mouth. I cut that out of pink paper, so you can do some of your pink paper out of there. Then you're going to glue it all down. So then you can kind of move your pieces away. And when you glue, you're going to have this big piece of white paper that you're going to use with your group, and you're going to have your space that you're going to glue on. And you're going to need a piece of paper like this so you don't get glue on your paper. And you turn it over, and you use your glue stick. You have to twist it up so that it goes up. And you can put your glue, and if the glue gets on this white paper, can you kind of take a shot of that? The paper that's not your regular paper, that's fine. Okay, so I'm putting the glue all on there. I can kind of see where it goes. It doesn't have to coat everything. Then I'm going to move this out of my way. And I'm going to glue that down, and I really want to smooth it down. And I want to leave a little space here because I might make a little bit of a crowd down there and some strings for the guy. I'm going to take my headpiece, and I got the paper, and I'm putting the paper underneath me every time, putting the glue on, moving the paper out of the way, and if this kind of overlaps on there, that's okay. And I'm taking my time, and I press it down. So there was body, head. Step number 3 is legs. I put all my legs down here, doing the legs. And I'm gonna glue the legs. I'm getting that all on. And the paper might kind of curl when you're putting the glue stick on, that's okay. Okay, I got glue on all of those. Glue those on, and I can kind of overlap them, and I can make it look like he's walking a little, however you want. You decide, you're the artist. And now I'm going to do my ears. Maybe I'll put glue on everything now. Ears, nose, eye, mouth, and tail. Lots of little pieces because we want this to look like a balloon puppet that was all put together. Little glues, you gotta be kind of careful. Here's the eye. Okay. So now we're gonna put all this stuff on. I'm gonna start with the ears. And I'm going kind of fast because I've practiced this. You can kind of take your time when you're doing it. Here comes the trunk. Right there. Here comes the mouth. Smiling, because he's happy to see you guys. There's the eye. And the little eyelashes, kind of tricky to get down. And then last is the tail. Okay, and there you have, and I don't know, those ears look a little weird. I might take one. I'm trying to redo how those ears look. You can kind of move them around. I might think about the ear. I might just put one ear for right now. And there you have your balloon collage for our Cranky Box Theater. Can't wait to see what you come up with.